Good morning, students. Welcome to Vedantu J English. I'm Diksha, your chemistry master teacher. So, students, let us start the session. Right before that, let me know in the chat box if I'm clearly visible and audible to you, so that we can start with the top 50 questions of IAT. Right? Okay, everybody, let me know in the comment section and chat box if I'm clearly visible and audible to you. And shall I start the lecture? Right? Okay, students. Yes. So let us start right without wasting time. Yes. And how many of you have if you have just you're not a dropper, that means you have your 12th board exams, right? So if you are from CBSE board, then how was your board exam, right? How was the result? If you're from state board, that's a different thing. But if you are dropper map, okay. So those students who are in the 12th class and CBSE board exams, they have given in this last 2 months. So how was your result? How was the result? Very good. Oh, Science 88, maths 88. Okay, great. What about chemistry? 91.5%. That's great. Very good, ma'am. That's great. 85% in board. Very good, Bharat. Very good. Excellent. Right. So, marks in chemistry? How many marks in chemistry? 90 in chemistry. That's great. That's really good, Devashri. That means the students here, right, for IIT are very serious for their competitive exams as well, right? So that means your base is very good, right? So very good. 95, 89. Excellent. Like below 80, I can't see even a single comment. That's great. Awesome. So congratulations everyone for your 12th board exam result. And you can, you should celebrate this thing because you have really worked hard for it. And it's your right to celebrate this. So after this class, you can order something really good for yourself. Why? Because why not to pamper yourself, right? And just be proud of yourself, right? Because you have done hard work for this thing, right? So you deserve that happiness at this point, right? When you have the result in your hands, right? Okay. Now we'll start with the IAT questions, right? So I want you guys to solve it along with me. For that, carry one pen and notebook so that you can solve this along with me and we can have fun like while solving the questions. Okay. So I want, if you feel that, okay, I can answer this, try to answer. If you're not able to answer, okay, then learn something new out of this session, right? Some questions I have picked out are factual based questions. Some questions are predictable questions, right? So mixture of questions I have taken here, right? Starting with the first one here. First question, firstly let me tell you about IIT exam. IIT will consist 60 questions, 50 questions each from biology, chemistry, mathematics and physics, right? Total duration will be 180 minutes, right? Then each correct answer will be 4 and incorrect answer you will deduct minus and minus 1 marks. Unanswered there is nothing. Therefore, maximum marks is 240 marks here, right? Okay. So that's how it is going to work. Now let us start the session, right? Once you have an idea, this is the syllabus of chemistry. You can go through that, right? I have taken out from the official site only, right? Now let us start the questions here. First question on your screen is standard electrode potential of two half cells are given below. Standard electron potential, right? Home cooked food is best. That is awesome. If you have this thinking, then you are awesome, right? Because that is obviously the best, right? So standard electrode potential of two half cells are given below. This thing and this thing is given below. If Fp2 positive, Fp3 positive and Fe are kept together, then they are asking you which of the following is true here. I think they are asking you, given below, they are asking you which of the following is true. The concentration of Fe3 positive increases, the concentration of Fe3 positive decreases, the mass of Fe increases, okay. So what I can do here, if I reverse this thing, because we are focused on Fe3 positive, right? So if I need to have Fe3 positive here, right, when all of them are in the solution. So first I'll reverse this. Fe give rise to Fe2 positive. The E naught will be opposite, that is plus of 0.44, right? This is Fe3 positive, right? And this is getting converted to Fe3 positive, 2 positive. E naught is plus of 0.77 volt. Now we are going to add these two things, okay? So these are the two things we are going to add this. Reason being because they are talking about Fe3 positive, Fe3 positive. So add these two things, you will have Fe3 positive, right? This will be plus Fe, give rise to 2 of Fe2 positive. That means you can see that Fe3 positive is getting converted to Fe2 positive in the overall reaction. Okay, the concentration of Fe3 positive, the mass of Fe increases, the concentration of Fe2 positive increases. So what you can see here, the concentration of Fe3 positive is definitely getting decreased here, right? And you know how you can solve this? First thing is you should know that, this is E of this reaction, this is E of this reaction. When I add these two reactions, then E will be equals to, right? E naught of this reaction is going to be 0.44 plus 0.77, right? That is going to be a positive value. If E is a positive value, that means delta G is going to be negative. That means this reaction is going to be feasible. This reaction is spontaneous reaction, right? Because we know that delta G is equals to minus NF E naught cell, right? If this is positive, then this will be negative, right? So that means the delta G negative means it will be a spontaneous reaction. If it is a spontaneous reaction, that means that reaction will occur. So concentration of Fe will decrease here, right? Because this reaction is happening. We are saying this reaction is happening. So that means its concentration will definitely decrease, right? So answer is going to be B is the correct answer here, right? Okay. Next question is for a cell. Again, this is from electrochemistry. They have given you one reaction. Delta S is given to you. What is the value of delta H? This thing is given to you as E. Okay. So, firstly, overall we have to calculate. Delta S is given to you. Just give me a second. Yes. Okay. Delta S is given to you. Now, beta, what we will do? Firstly, because this half reaction is given to me. This reaction is at cathode. One is O2, this is 4H positive, 4 electrons, then it is getting converted to H2, right? Then there will be reaction of anode also, where there will be loss of electron, right? So at anode, there is loss of electron. Now who will tell me that this is H positive, I have to convert H2 to H positive? See, simple thing is, if I have this half reaction of cathode, this is my overall reaction. I have O2 in this equation, I have 2 H2O here and O2 here. I don't have H2. That means I will use H2 converted into H positive, so that H positive with this H positive can get cancelled out and H2 will remain in the overall reaction. That means at anode there will be H2, right? Now conversion of H2 to H positive, keeping the electron same. Because here they are saying that 4 electrons are getting gained. So 4 electron will get lose itself, right? So 4 electron will lose. So if you have H2 converted to H positive, right? This is 2 electrons, right? But it should lose 4 electrons, so it will be 4, and this will be, okay? This is what you have in the equation. Now we know that standard electrode potential of hydrogen SHE is 0, right? So that means at anode this is going to be 0. Even at cathode anode, always hydrogen is going to be 0. Right? Now you have at anode also, you have at cathode also, these two things you have. You can easily calculate the value of E naught cell, right? What is E naught cell? That will be cathode minus anode or anode minus cathode. E naught cell is reduction potential of, wait a minute, this is reduction potential or oxidation potential? This they have given you reduction potential. This also reduction potential is also 0 here, right? So when you see the overall reaction here, wait a minute, this should be 2H2 plus O2. When you equate this thing, that will be cathode. It should be minus. Wait a minute. If they have given this to be positive, that's the mistake. They have given it to be positive. This is not negative, है because if here they have written minus, then it should be cathode minus anode. It will turn out to be minus of 1.27, right? So this is positive. This is not negative. We know that E naught cell is equals to E naught of cathode minus E naught of anode. We are taking the reduction potential of both. Cathode is given to be 1.23, right? Anode is 0. So total E naught cell will be 1.23 volt, right? Now, if you see this here, what they're asking you, right? They're asking you for a cell reaction. This is given to you. What is the value of delta H, right? Delta H they are asking you. Delta S they have given. Now we know that delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S, right? See one very simple thing, that delta S is given to you, temperature is given to you, this they are asking you, this I can calculate. If I have E naught, I can calculate the value of delta G. That means this will also, I will know the value of delta G also. From using Gibbs-Helmont equation, I can calculate the value of delta H from this equation, right? Okay. So now our next task is to calculate the value of delta G, right? Temperature is given to you, that is 298, so it is minus NF E naught cell. N is number of electrons in Faraday, F is Faraday, that is 96500. Number of electron loss and gain is given to be 4 electrons. Okay, so this will be 4, this will be 96500, and E naught is 1.23. You put the value, you will get your answer here, right? We have converted this into kilojoules. Can you tell me the reason why we have converted? Because delta S is given to be in kilojoules here. If delta S is in kilojoules, here answer is in kilojoules. We have delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S. That means this also should be in kilojoules. Then the answer will be in kilojoule, because this is also in kilojoules. So that means delta G will be converted to kilojoule. These are some important points that you should remember. This will be converted to kilojoules. Then just put the Gibbs-Helmont equation, right? Delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S. That means delta H is equals to delta G plus T delta S. Put all the values here and you will get the answer for delta H here, right? Okay, right? Wait a minute, Rishi, just give me a minute. Which question? Okay, the concentration of Fe2 positive increases. That is also true. Fe2 positive is increasing due to, then I think some wrong option, then we will take D also, right? Maybe some wrong option is given here. If it is a single correct answer of question, then this D option should not be there. Okay, I skipped it. Very good, Rishi. Very good, very good. Okay. Now, next question, let us see that. Next is what you have. This is a reaction based question. Okay. So they have given you some T compound is there, right? Compound U plus concentrated H2SO4. They are saying that you have T compound U plus concentrated H2SO4 will give you red gas, that is B. With NaOH plus AgNO3, it is going to give you brownish red PPT, right? Then with NH3 solution, it is going to give you X. T is orange crystalline compound which when burnt imparts violet color. Okay. Then after this X, we treat it with, if you have some brown reddish PPT, with dilute HCl, it will give you white, which is white PPT. Okay. Then U to Z. Where is U? Different things are given to you. U to Z. Okay. See, this question can only be solved with the help of options. Okay. So we will take the help of options here. With T, you have KMNO4, K2Cr27, K2Cr27, and KMNO4. So we know that this T, when it is with compound U may be NH4, KCl, NaCl, or HCl. And H2SO4, it gives you reddish gas, right? Okay, it gives you reddish gas. So, T is the orange crystalline. This is the thing that will give you the answer, right? T is an orange crystalline compound. From that, can you eliminate the options here? T is an orange crystalline compound. That means it cannot be KMNO4. It cannot be KMNO4. That means A and D options are eliminated. Now, after that, you add NH4Cl or KCl. Then here also it is clear that CR2, CrO2, Cl2 is, that means B. Where is B? This is the reddish gas, definitely chromyl chloride, that is Cr2O, CrO2, Cl2, chromyl chloride it is, right? So that is formed here, right? Now, in this case, what you should remember, that this is the chromyl chloride that is formed here. That means here you can check whether which of the following is correct. When you add NH4Cl, then chromyl chloride will be added, or when you add KCl, then chromyl chloride will be added, right? They have even given you some important parts about U to Z. U to Z, you have NaOH, okay? W is, we don't even get to, W is either Ag2R2O4, or it can be HgI2. X can be, what is X? X can be this thing, right? With NH3 solution, you can have this thing or this thing, right? My idea is B should be the correct answer, because when you have NH4Cl, right, then with NaOH, Z is formed, which gives white fumes with HCl, right? So the chances are ammonia should be present there. So it should be NH4Cl, and here it should be Ag, so that after that you have the formation of this addition of NH3 solution, you have silver ammonical solution formed there, right? Okay, then Z here also they have given you that it is NH3, right? So I feel the answer should be B. Let us see. Yes. Okay, let us see that B is the correct answer, right? See, even if you don't remember the reactions, you can answer this, right, with the elimination method, right? So that's how these are the full reactions at K2Cr27 with NH4Cl. It will give you chromyl chloride. Then after that, chromyl chloride with NaOH will give you Na2CrO4. Then after that, it will give you with AgNO3 solution, it will give you Ag2CrO4. Then with NH, it will give you silver ammonical solution, right? With HCl, it is going to release AgCl precipitates here, right? Okay, and this NH3 gas that will have the white fumes with HCl, right? So answer will be B is the correct answer. Is that clear? Okay, right? Is that clear? Very good, very good, very good. Okay, now next is we have both PbCrO4 and BaCrO4 are yellow precipitates. Both are yellow precipitates. They can be distinguished by KOH. See, first thing is you should know that are these yellow precipitates? Yes, these are, this and this both are yellow precipitate. That is true. Right? Now, next is PbCrO4. See, for IIT exam, the level will be slightly high. Okay. So, if you're like thinking that the level obviously will be higher than BITSAT or any other exam, right? Okay. So, maybe these questions you are not able to answer these questions, but just go through them because these are important questions. Okay. Now, next is PbCrO4 is soluble in KOH. That is true. BaCrO4 is insoluble. That is also true. So that is the reason, because this is soluble, this is insoluble, we are able to distinguish both of them even though they both have same color. That means statement both are correct. And second is the correct explanation of first. So answer will be A is the correct answer. So you can see that here. You can see that here that this PbCrO4 that is soluble, but BaCrO4 is insoluble because it is giving you a precipitate formation. So it is insoluble here, right? Okay. Next, let us see. Next question here. Next, students. Okay. Now, next question, everybody see this and try to answer. Try to answer. Let us see who is able to answer this. It's not a tough question. It may seem that it's a tough question, but in reality, this is not a tough question. I don't know why my light is always on a disco mode. Can you see the blinking of the light on my face? Right? It's always on the disco mode. Right? So a block of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius, they are saying that you have a block of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius, right? Is slowly heated and converted into steam at 100 degrees Celsius. So it is slowly it is heated and converted to steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Which of the following curves represents the phenomena quantitatively? Phenomena. You have to see which of the following curves represent the phenomena quantitatively. Which is okay, temperature in Kelvin. See, one thing, what they are telling you here. Firstly, temperature is increasing, then it is constant, then again it is increasing. Here it is increasing, then some weird curve it is decreasing, then increasing with decrease in the heat supply, some weird you have. Here, temperature is decreasing, and that's it. See, first thing is whenever you supply the heat, the temperature will increase, it will not decrease. So this might be the correct answer, this might be the correct answer, this is definitely not the correct answer. Right? Second thing is, to understand this thing, see, when you have minus 10 degrees Celsius, until it reaches 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature will increase. But when it reaches 0 degrees Celsius, this is 0 degrees Celsius, it will remain constant because now it has achieved its melting point. See, once, for example, you have a very hard solid which is at, let's say, minus 10 degrees Celsius, ice cube which is at minus 10 degrees Celsius. You take it, you put it on a pan and you start heating it. What will happen? Firstly, you will not see directly that, okay, it will start melting. Firstly, the particles will reach 0 degrees Celsius of temperature. Only then they will start melting, right? Then the temperature, the heat inside the ice will remain constant until all the ice is melted, right? So it will remain constant. After that, when you again supply the heat, right? You're supplying the heat. Now it will start boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. Till 100 degrees Celsius, the temperature will raise from 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. Once it has reached 100 degrees Celsius, it will take, it's not like you have water, you put it on the pan and you heat it. It will start boiling. No, it will take time to reach to 100 degrees Celsius, right? After reaching 100 degrees Celsius, right, once it has reached 100 degrees Celsius, then what will happen? Again, it will remain constant, right, until all the water is vaporized, right? So answer will be A is the correct answer here, right? Okay. Okay. Yes. Good. Chal. Good. Yes. Now, 2-year-old knows this question. 2-year-old to nahi beta, right? Okay. Next is observe the following statement and choose the correct option. See, these 4 statements are given to you, right? Now let us see this. These 4 statements are given to you. Inductive effect is more powerful than mesomeric effect. Definitely not true. This is false, right? Mesomeric effect is dominating. Only in case of halogens, inductive effect is dominating, right? Bond polarity orders of A, B, C in the given molecule are what? So this molecule, guys, this molecule you have, right? If you see this, what is A, what is B, what is C? You see this is B, this is A, and this is C. If you can see this on the page, this is B, this is A, this is C. If you see, B means you have a double bond, C means you have a triple bond, and A means you have a phenyl group. A means you have a phenyl group, B means you have a double bond, C means you have a triple bond, right? So definitely, if you see the order of C is maximum, that is true, because see, triple bond firstly, then after that you will have phenyl, then after that you will have double bond. Triple bond, phenyl, then you will have double bond. That will be the bond polarity order, right? Because of the differences of the polarity, right? So that means this is definitely the correct statement here. That is true, right? Okay. Next one is the hybrid structure. Now, what we are saying that the hybrid structure is always have equal contribution. Now, we are saying that the hybrid structure will always have equal contribution from all the resonating structures. Can you see that? It's not possible. See, the most stable hybrid structure will have maximum contribution. We can't say all the hybrid structure, all the resonating structure will have same contribution. So this is definitely false, right? Shows inductive effect. They are talking about this thing only. Shows inductive effect. Resonance, hyperconjugation is also shown here. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding is also shown here because of this OH and this H2. In this molecule, all these effects are valid. Inductive is also valid here. Resonance is also valid. You can see resonance effect here, right? Hyperconjugation is also valid here. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding is also valid here. That means this is definitely true. So answer will be FT. So answer will be B is the correct answer here, right? B is the correct answer here, right? Okay. Yes, students, got it? Yes, students. Next one, next question on your screen we have. Let us see who can answer this, and I really expect you guys to answer this. I'll give you one hint. This is based on dancing resonance. Okay, I'll give you one hint. This is based on dancing resonance, and I feel that all of you will be able to answer this very easily, right? Which among the following carbocation has longest half-life? That means maximum stability. Stability we have to talk about, which will have the maximum stability here. Maximum stability, guys. Maximum stability. Yes, ma'am. C, A, ma'am. Very good, Nikhil. So answer is A is the correct answer, because here you can see dancing resonance, right? That is seen in these kind of compounds where double bond will shift here. You will have a double bond. This will be 1, 2 and positive. Right? So that is called dancing resonance. Even like you dance on one leg, then on other leg you dance. Like that, it is dancing, and it is very stable. It is more stable than back bonding. Right? So that is why answer is going to be A is the correct answer here. Right? Okay. Next one is carbocation is more stable than no. Acha. They are talking about carbocation 2 is more stable than carbocation 1. Okay. This is very important question. If you have gone through GUC in detail, I assure you that you will be able to answer this, right? Okay. Some important part, that is BARHI. As you can see, here resonance is there, but that is in both the cases. Back bonding is not here, aromaticity is not here, resonance is not. I need to see the differentiating factor. So these are not differentiating. Hyperconjugation is the differentiating. Now you will say, ma'am, this also is having 3 alpha. This also is having 3 alpha, deuterium 3 alpha hydrogen. But if you know that what is hyperconjugation? What is hyperconjugation? Hyperconjugation is when you break the sigma bond, right? When this sigma bond will break, here you will have H positive. This kind of situation will be there. For that, what we will see, which bond is easy to break? Here you have CH3. In the second intermediate, you have D here. So that means I need to see which bond is easy to break. CH is easy to break or CD is easy to break? CH is easy to break, isn't it? CH is easy to break because it has more mass, it will be difficult to break, right? More the mass, more the nutrients I'm saying, more the neutrons, right? So more the neutrons, right? More will be the mass, right? Difficult it will be to break the bond of C and D. So this bond is easy to break. That is why hyperconjugation will be more impacted in first structure. So carbocation first is more stable as compared to second. Carbocation first is more stable as compared to carbocation second. Right? No doubt. See, you might answer this on the basis that, ma'am, CH has, ma'am, less plus effect as compared to D, then maximum is for T. On that basis, this will be. But this we are talking about inductive effect. Here I am answering based on hyperconjugation, not based on inductive. Because hyperconjugation is more dominating as compared to inductive. Right? So that's why answer will be first is more stable as compared to the second. Right? Next is carbocation 2 is more positive inductive effect than CD3. Yes, as group compared to this. So they are saying the same thing that I told you. Deuterium has more plus effect. That is why carbocation 2 will have more plus effect. Yes, that is true. But we are not answering this based on this. So statement 1 is false. Statement 2 is true. So we can say that statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. So answer will be D is the correct answer here. Right? Okay? Understood? But sir, we are talking about the strengthening of the bond. We are not talking about polarity. We are talking about the strengthening of the bond. CD, it is difficult to break this, right? Because what will happen? In the isotopes, mass will increase. That is why C and D bond will be more strong as compared to CH bond. So, right, I will easily be able to break this bond as compared to this. And for good hyperconjugation, I need to break the bond of CH or CD. Okay, right? Okay, next one is, see, this is a cramming question, right? This, I would mark it red here, right? Because there is nothing I can teach you here. There is nothing which I can teach you, right? This you have to do. I will provide you with the PDF. This you will do yourself only, right? Okay, but yes, I'll definitely explain this to you, but it's not something which I'll say, like this question was understanding based question, right? This was an understanding based question, right? So this is not an understanding based question. This is a full cramming question, right? And these kind of questions are also given in the paper, right? They also want to see your retaining power, that are you able to retain all these things or not, right? Okay. So directly, these are the things. Solvay process, you have this temporary hardness, Kenner cell, then Portland cement. These are the different processes and different things, right? Okay. So that is nothing full cramming based, right? Now, this question I want you to answer, right? This is from DNF block, and I feel, though this is also cramming based question, but this is, you should understand that how I am going to answer this question, okay? So with the help of the options and with the help of the question. If you see this here, this is A, I don't know what it is, but it is giving green color, then it is giving purple color. Green color means I will get, see, this is definitely purple color means they are talking about KMNO4 here, right? They are talking about KMNO4 here, right? Now, KMNO4, right? That is prepared with MnO2, right? So A is going to be MnO2. MnO2, that's it. You have B as the correct answer, right? Now, MnO2 will give permanganate, manganate, that is K2MnO, right? Okay. After that, with K2MnO4, what you will have? KMNO4. KMNO4, when you have Ki, beta, this is very important. They have given you KMNO4 when you have Ki, right? Here they have given you water only, there is no other option, right? So in the alkaline medium, we also know that it is going to give iodate ion, that is IO3 negative, right? Okay, so answer will be B is the correct answer here, right? Okay, so as you can see, K2MnO4, then after that it will give you, yes, iodate ion, right? Okay, so these are directly from DNF block, KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7, right? Very important reactions you have. Based on these kind of questions, they can ask you which is A, which is C, which is D. For that, even if you don't cram the full reaction, you should have a hint that which color which is, right? Because I know that this is of green color, this is of purple color, that's how I'm able to answer this. If you don't know the colors, then you won't be able to answer this. K2Cr2O7 also, it is orange color, that's how I was able to answer that question. So colors are very important here, right? Okay. Then next is major product formed in the following. So here you need to see the major product here. You have Br2, one equivalent of MeOH. So whenever you add Br2, there is halonium ion, that is cyclic halonium ion that is produced. It will break the pi bond of the double bond, not of carbonyl or in the benzene ring, right? So it will break this pi bond and here it will be converted to Br, right? And here what will happen? MeOH either can get attached to this side, either it can, that means this bond will break, either you can have this answer or you can have this answer. Or you can have this answer, right? This is definitely not possible, right? This is also definitely not possible, right? So Br will be attached here and OMe will be attached here, right? So that will be B is the correct answer, right? Here they have not even given you any confusing options, right? What if they gave you here you have Br and here you have OMe, right? Then it can be confusing for you, right? So always remember, here you will have Br and here you will have OMe that is attached over there. So answer will be B is the correct answer. Okay, what you need to know, that double bond, it will impact on the double bond here, right? It will directly attack on the double bond here. Was there any Br here? No. I think by mistake, Br, it was not here, right? Okay. Otherwise, we can't do anything with that Br, right? So firstly, cyclic halonium ion will be produced, right? And after that, you will have your answer here, right? Okay. That means B is the correct answer. Okay. Next question is, everybody let us see that. Next question. Okay. Let us see that. Let us see this question, guys. That is, the reaction of 2x give rise to B. Palani, I would advise you rather, because generalization we can't make here, right? But I would advise you can click on the Vedantu Help Center here, right? And you can just tell that I am a student of Vedantu JEE English and they will definitely help you, right? Okay, so you will get an elaborated help from there, right? Proper counseling will be given to you, right? Now, here it is, the reaction 2x give rise to B is 0th order reaction. It is a 0 order reaction. If the initial concentration of X is 2.5, the half life is 6 hours. See, from this we can calculate the value of rate constant, right? The initial concentration of X is this, the time required for the final concentration, very simple question, right? So you have, this is your equation for 0 order reaction. Now we know that initially they are saying that half life is 6 hours, right? K is not given to you. Half life means initial concentration is 2. Half, when the half concentration is left behind, that is 0.1 is left behind. So this is the final concentration. So 0.2 minus 0.1, that will give you the value of K in per hour, right? After that, you have initial concentration is given to be 0.5. You can see that here. Initial is 0.5, final is 0.2, right? initial final is equals to K, we have calculated 1 by 60. Time you need to calculate, because the options are also in the RRR, we don't need to convert it into minutes or seconds, right? So directly you will put the formula value in the formulas and you will get your answer here, right? Okay. Now guys, this is your next question. Everybody, this is from thermodynamics. Thermodynamics, next question, everybody. Acha, now here, I forgot to bring water bottle and I'm like literally right now I need water, right? So you solve this question, give me just 2 minutes, right? And I'll give you a hint here. I'll see how many of you are able to answer this question. I'll give you a hint here that here they are asking you the ideal undergoes a cyclic process as shown below. Understand that in cyclic process, delta U of total will be equals to 0, right? And you have to use this law, that is delta U is equals to Q plus W, that is first law, right? If you're able, just from these two things, you will be able to answer this question, okay? So let us see who is able to answer this. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So answer is C, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Let us see. All of you are telling that C is the correct answer. So let me see this. Ishit, GV creature, these two students. Bus, don't spam, don't spam. Right. Wait, ma'am. Nikhil is like, okay. I'll wait for Nikhil to solve it. Right. Okay. Great, great, great. I got it. Don't spam. Okay. Now, if you see this here, what is given to me? For BC, they have given you delta U. They have given you delta Q. AB is given to you. Okay. For W is AB is given to you. Right? Simple, simple, simple. Very simply, you can answer this beta. How? First is, I know that I need to calculate the delta U for all of them. Right? Delta U of BC is given to me. Delta U of AB I can calculate. How delta U of AB is equals to Q of AB plus W of AB, right? This is what I have here, right? So I'll just put these values here, right? This I can calculate the value of delta U of AB. Now, bacha, I know that delta U of AB plus delta U of BC plus delta U of CA, right? That is equals to 0 because total internal energy is equals to 0, right? Okay. Now here, I know this value, I know this value, right? I can easily calculate the value of delta U of CA from here, right? That I can calculate. After this, what I'll do, once I calculate the delta U of CA, I have work done. We know that delta U of CA is equals to W of CA plus Q of CA. Q of CA, that means Q of CA is equals to delta U of CA minus W of CA. W of CA is given to you in the question, and this is also, this you can calculate from here, you can put the value here, and that will be your answer here, right? Got it? So how you can play with the questions here, right? This is what you have done in the end, and that's how you will get your Answer, that is 5 kilojoule per mole. That is B is the correct answer, not C. Right? B is coming out to be the correct answer. Right? Okay, is that clear, students? Is that clear how to do, ma'am? Is that clear, students? How to do this question, right? So it was just this thing you should remember, that for all the cyclic processes, all the state functions are zero, right? Which do not depend upon the path, which just depends on the initial and final point. Delta U, delta S, delta H, delta G, all of them will be zero, right? Okay. Now, next, this we have done. After that, we have this question. Let us see. This is very easy question. You can answer this within 1 second. You can answer this if your organic is strong. You can answer this within 1 second. The N which does not contribute to the basicity of the compound, right? See, what is basicity? Basicity means availability of the electrons, right? So, if any lone pair on the nitrogen is not delocalized, it is not getting it is not getting distributed to different atoms. That means it has lone pair on the nitrogen. That means basicity will be more in that case. So I need to find that nitrogen in which delocalization is happening. So electron lone pairs are not with the nitrogen, and hence it is not able to contribute to the basicity. So I can see this nitrogen here is not taking part in delocalization. This is not taking part in delocalization. This is also not taking part. But this nitrogen here, this is single bond, single bond. See, nitrogen with double bond can never take part. Nitrogen with single bond can take part, and that too, with that single bond, you should have lone pair, single bond, double bond. It has lone pair, single bond, double bond. So it will definitely take part in the delocalization. So this nitrogen, these electrons will not be available, and hence it will not part in the basicity. Answer will be N9 is the correct answer here. Is that clear? Answer will be A, that is N9 is the correct answer here. Right? Okay. Shall I move to the next question? Right? Okay. Okay. Yes. Now, next is this one. Next question is, if 100 moles, so now what we have, if 100 moles of H2O2 decomposes at 1 bar and 300 Kelvin, the work done by the 1 mole of O2 as it expands against 1 bar pressure is going to be what? So they have given you 100 mole of H2O2, right? See, if this is 100 mole, then this is going to be 50. Because this is 2, this is 1, this is 100, this is 50. Right? The work done by 1 mole of O2 as it expands against 1 bar. See, work is equals to P delta V. No change in volume, nothing is given. So I'll take it as PV is equals to nRT, right? Delta NGRT, right? It will be minus here and minus here because it is always expansion, right? So it will be work done is equals to minus P delta V minus delta NGRT, right? So delta NG is what? Delta NG is given to you 1, delta NG will be 1, RT. R is what? It is 8.3. Temperature is given to be 300, right? And that's how you will get the answer here. But just remember, right? This you will put here. This is for 100 moles. Wait a minute. Work done of 1 kilojoule as it expands again this bar. This is per mole is given to you, right? So we need to find for this is the work done by H2. So half of this will be for O2 because moles are getting half, the work done will also be half, right? Yes. Okay. So what you have? Acha. Okay, I'm so sorry. This also you can use. Hai na? This is my mistake. Because here they are asking about 1 mole of O2 as it expands. O2 they are saying, right? The number of moles of O2 is 50. Now you will get the answer because this is 100, this is number of moles is given to me, this is 100, this is going to be 50, right? So for this reaction, right, right, it is going to be, this is the correct answer, right? It is going to be, this is the correct answer. You multiply all of this and you will get your answer. This one important thing was that here you have 100, this will be 50. Yes, they have asked you for 1 mole, but according to this reaction, this is 1 mole. Right, in the stoichiometry, it should be 1. If this here they are using as 100, this is getting converted to half of it, then you're going to solve it for 50. Right? Okay. Next question is, next one is, the correct structure of product P in the following reaction is what? Now, this reaction is given to you, right? For that, first you need to see what is this structure, right? Then excess of CH3CO means it is going to replace OH or NH2 into COCH3. The hydrogen will be replaced by acetyl group. Okay. So for this, this is the compound that you have. This is the compound, right? Dipeptide it is, right? So here, what you will have, this is NH2 and OH is present here, right? That means what will happen? In this case, instead of hydrogen, you will have COCH3. In this case, instead of this hydrogen, you will have COCH3. Right? Okay. So that will be there. So this will be COCH3NH. COCH3 it should be, this is no, this will be formed. CH3, CO, NH, NH, this will be H here, right? Then C, CH2, CO, NH2, C, CH2, C, CH2, CO, NH2. This particular ring is here, right? Then you have CONH, CONH, CH, COOH, and this is CH2. This will be CH2, CH2. This will be CH2. Then it is OCOCH3, OCOCH3, OCOCH3. That means, yes, one is this hydrogen and this hydrogen will be substituted by the acetyl group here. Right? Okay. So answer will be B is the correct answer here, right? Which is matching the answer here. Right? Okay. Next question is, you have the increasing order of pKa values of the following compounds is what? Let us see who is able to answer this. Let us see who is able to answer this, the increasing order of this. The increasing order of this, increasing order of pK values of the following compounds. If you see this is OH, this is NO2, this is showing you minus I and minus M effect. This is showing minus I effect only because mesomeric effect is not applied at meta position. At meta position, you can't, like, there will be no mesomeric effect that can be applied there, right? So here, this is having lone pairs, so this will give you plus I, this will give you minus plus M and minus I because this is electronegative, right? Now, for an acid, right, I'll firstly choose the acid value, acidity value. For an acid, more, if you have something negative, this is negative, positive, right? Negative, positive, negative, positive. If you choose any of it, what you need to have here? If you choose any of it, what you need to have here? Right? That means acidity means this negative part, if you take out the electron here, then that will be more stable. Now, which is taking out the electron with maximum efficiency? That is B, because you have two minus effects here. Then you have C, which has only one minus effect here. This you are taking, but you are also giving the electron. So then you will have, then you will have A. The last one will be D, right? Because if you compare this and this, here no effect is there. Here we know that plus M effect, the mesomeric effect is, ouch, mesomeric effect is always dominating. Just give me a second, students. Okay. So mesomeric effect is always dominating as compared to inductive effect. So we can say that this will have more plus effect, right? So it is going to make it unstable. This will have no effect. So that's why A more, then you have D. Now pKa value will be opposite of this. So you can say that pKa value will be opposite of F. So this will be B, C, A, D. DACB, 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 you can see this here. D is maximum. DACB, right? So answer will be B is the correct answer here. Right? Okay. Is that clear? Shall I move to the next question, students? Shall I? Array. Why? D will be, no. They are asking you order of pK values, no? So B, no, this will be B beta. This not be A. This will be B only. This will be B only. Right? Because this is the order of acidity. They have asked you the order of pK. Right? So answer will be B, not A. Right? Okay? Chal. Next is the total number of isomers for a square planar. Square planar, this is given to you. Now in hurry, what you will do? Array ma'am, what's the big deal ma'am? This is ma'am M, this is AB, ma'am CD. Ma'am, you have taught us that when you have square planar, this will always have ma'am 3 isomers, right? But if you see this is bidentate, this is bidentate, right? That means this will have its own different isomers. So what will happen? You have 3, but it will be multiplied by 2, plus it will be 3 and multiplied by 2. Can you tell me why? This 2 is for 2 different configurations that you will have, right? Of this SCN, right? See, sometimes it will be connected to carbon and sometimes with nitrogen. So 2 configurations you can have, right? On each position, 2 configurations it can have. So this is 3 multiplied by 2, right? Let's say this is, I am talking about SCN. This 2 is for SCN. This 2 is for NO2. Then what you can have, those 3 positions, those 3 isomers that you found, NO2 can also be sometimes linked to nitrogen, sometimes linked to oxygen, right? So this will be 6 plus 6, that is 12 is the correct answer. So answer will be C is the correct answer here, right? Answer will be C is the correct answer here, right? So there are different ways to actually explain this question. My favorite one is this, because if I start explaining you like this, you will get confused here, right? So basically what we are saying, these, you will have 3 isomers multiplied by 2. Let's say, ma'am, we have 3 bidentate, right? Then I'll do 3 into 2, 3 into 2, 3 into 2. Then that will be 18 as the correct answer. Okay. So it depends on how many isomers you have, how many bidentate isomers you have. Okay. Understood? Yes, students. Next, let us see that. This is a numerical, right? Okay. That is based on the solution chapter. Let us try to understand. Let us try to solve this. Okay. Because this, you can solve this very easily, right? This, you can solve this with the help of Raoult's law very, very easily. Only 2-3 things you need to take care of here, right? What are these 2-3 things? Let us see. First is liquid A and B form an ideal solution in the entire composition range. In the entire composition range, they form an ideal solution, right? At 350 Kelvin, the vapor pressure of pure A and pure B are 7 into 10 raised to 3 pascals. Now, students, if you see this here, at 350 Kelvin, the vapor pressure of pure A and pure B are 7 into 10 raised to this and this. That means P naught A is given to be 7 into 10 raised to 3 Pascal. P naught B is given to be 12 into 10 raised to power 3 Pascal. That is given to you. Right? Now they are saying the composition of the vapor is in equilibrium with the solution containing 40% of A. So here mole fraction of A is 0.4, right? Mole fraction of B will be 0.6. 40% means be 40 by 100, that is 0.4, right? Now you can calculate the value of PT here. Total pressure, you can calculate P naught A, mole fraction of A, plus P naught B, mole fraction of B. Mole fraction of B. P naught B, mole fraction of B. And you know what they have asked you? They have asked you the composition of the vapor is in equilibrium with the solution containing this much at this temperature is. Composition they are asking you, right? Okay. So what you can do here, we also know that partial pressure, because once you calculate the total pressure, we know that total pressure is equals to mole fraction into partial pressure, right? So you can also calculate the value of partial pressure here, right? So what you will do, then you will use this formula, PT is equals to mole fraction. Let's say we are talking about A and this is partial pressure of A. Okay? So side by side you will also calculate the partial pressure. Okay, bacha? Partial pressure of A will be mole fraction of A multiplied by P naught A. Right, mole fraction of A in this situation is given to be 0.4, right, and this P naught is given to be 7 into 10 raised to power minus 3. You will calculate the value of PA, you will put it here, you will put the value of PT here, so that at this equation you can also get the value of mole fraction of A here, right? Okay, this is what you will do. First you will calculate the value of total pressure here. Total pressure is coming out to be this. Then we know that mole fraction is equals to P naught into what we have, P naught A into mole fraction that I told you, 0.4 into partial pressure, right, at pure state divided by total pressure. This is what I was telling you here, right, divided by total. So you can calculate this is, you can represent this by dash, right, this will be PT divided by PA, right. PA is P naught A multiplied by mole fraction of A. Is that clear? Okay, students. But if I start teaching fast, then there are so many students that they will not be able to understand, right? Then they will be like, ma'am is like teaching herself only, right? If I need to teach myself, then I can teach fast, right? But I need to take care of all the students that are present here, right? Because I can't see your faces that if you're able to understand or not. That's why I say if your typing is fast, that yes ma'am, understand, then I will be more fast. That okay, these guys are understanding whatever I am saying, right? Okay, so you be fast, then I'll be fast, okay? Because I am not a kind of teacher who can teach when I can't see the students are able to understand or not, right? So I am an offline teacher only. I used to teach in like offline center. So that's why I have that mindset. Okay, I want my students to at least say that, yes, ma'am, understand, you can proceed further, right? That is my signal that, okay, next question I can go with, right? Okay, the correct order of spin-only magnetic movement of metal ions in the following low spin complexes. See, in all these complexes, they are asking you the spin-only magnetic moment correct order. So what you have to do, you just have to calculate the value of, see, simple thing is number of unpaired electron you have to find out. More the number of unpaired electron, more will be the value of spin-only magnetic moment, right? So answer, you can solve it yourself also, students. This I am giving you for your homework, right? Because this I feel that you are able to answer this. It's not a very big deal. You can easily answer this if you're like, good in chemistry, right? If you have studied this, okay, one I'll do this for you, this I'll do for you, right? This is x minus 6 is equals to minus 4, so it will be x is equals to plus 2, right? Vanadium is, what is the electronic configuration? Vanadium is 23, 4s2, 3d3. After losing 2 electrons, it will be 3d3. right? That means it will have 3 unpaired electrons, right? Okay, 3 unpaired electron. Let's talk about Fe here. Let's talk about chromium. It should have less than that. Chromium is where? Chromium you have here. X is equals to x plus 0 is equals to plus 2, x is equals to plus 2, right? Chromium we know that is 4s1, 3d5, right? Chromium 2 positive is what? Chromium 2 positive is 3d4. But can you see one thing here? One thing is, this is 3d3, right? This will be 1, 2, 3. It will not have 3 unpaired electron. It will be 1, 2 and 3. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why after this you have chromium, right? Okay, and that's how you're going to answer this thing here, right? Okay. Next question is based on solubility. That is the solubility product of zirconium 3PO44 is denoted by KSP. Okay, simple question. Simple trick here to understand this is, beta, if you see this question here, it is always we can see that it will be zirconium. This will be 4 positive. This will be PO4. This will be 3 negative, right? So because this is zirconium, so this will be 3 here. This is 4, so it will be 4. Now the stoichiometry, raised to power stoichiometry, raised to power stoichiometry, solubility of addition of both the stoichiometry is the value of KSP. That's it. That's it. That's your answer. Okay. So you multiply it by multiplying, I think, let's see what you will get here. 27 into 4, 4, 16 into 16, right? So this will be 256, 16 into 16, 56, 216, right? Then this will be solubility 7, right? So this is eliminated, this is eliminated, this is 1 by 7, 1 by 7, 216 is not possible because after multiplication something will be bigger than that. So answer will be B is the correct answer. See, without solving also, by elimination also you can answer this, right? You should have a hint about the question, then eliminate the options. Without calculations you can answer this, right? Okay, I didn't do any calculation here. Okay, I answered it with the elimination only, right? Okay, that's how to answer. Next is, consider the following reversible reactions. So 2 reactions are given to you. They're asking you to find the relation between K1 and K2 here. Find the relation between K1 and 2025 question. I think it was JEE attempt 1 question, right? Isn't it? Yes. Okay. So consider the following reversible reaction here. If you see this reaction and this reaction, right? Okay, this is K1, this is K2. Now what they are saying, the relation between K1 and K2. If you see, this is 2AB, this is 6. This means this is multiplied by 3. So it will be K1 raised to power 3, right? Then this is also reversed. So that means it will be 1 by K1 raised to power 3 is going to be the value of K2, right? K2 is equals to K1 1 by K1 raised to power 3. That means this will be the correct answer here. So answer is A is the correct answer here, right? Okay, A is the correct answer here. How to see? We have multiplied it by 3. Whenever you multiply something by 3, it will be raised to the power, the multiplication factor. When you reverse, it will get inversed here, right? So answer will be A is the correct answer. Next question is, next one is, okay, for a reaction when the concentration of A and B both are doubled. Okay, what they're asking you, which of the following statement is true? Chalo, let us see this question, right? For the reaction 2A plus B give rise to products when the concentration of A and B both are doubled. Both the concentration are getting doubled. The rate, see beta, they are asking you the order of the reaction. So A and B it is dependent on, right? I'll just write it as this, right? When the concentration of A and B both were doubled, the rate of the reaction increased from this to this. 3, 5, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 5, 3, 15, 16, 18. 3, 8 times. है ना, 8 times it has increased. Okay, this I'll just keep this in mind. Now I can't tell the answer if I have both the things. I need to have one constant and only then I can answer. So first I'll focus on this particular part. When the concentration of only A is doubled, let's say when B is constant, A is doubled. Concentration, always remember x raised to power n r dash. A is getting double, the concentration is getting double, so x will be 2. X is the amount, the times the concentration is doubling. Okay, I'm writing the formula here, r dash is equals to x raised to power n of r. This will help you easily answer these kind of questions. Okay, now they are saying the rate is increased by 2 times. Okay, so that means r dash is equals to 2 of r. That means when you compare these two things, n will be equals to 1 with respect to A. With respect to A, it is equals to 1. So can I write this here that R is equals to K, A raised to power 1, B raised to power, I have no idea, I'll write it as M. Right? I'll have to calculate this. Now they are saying that you are doubling both the things. If this is doubled, right? Then this is getting 8 times. So this will be R dash will be equals to, this is 2KA, this will be 2M, this is A and this is B. Okay? This will be 2 raised to power M plus 1. That means, wait a minute. It can be 2. See, we know that it is getting how many times? 8 times. So we know that R dash is equals to 8 of R. This is nothing but this is R. So when you compare these two things, this will be nothing but 2 raised to power 3. That means M plus 1 is equals to 3. So M is equals to 2. Okay? Now you solve this. Okay, beta, what I am doing is simple hit and trial I am applying. R is equals to K, this is A, this is B. If this is 1, this is 2. Am I able to do that? If I double this, R dash will be K, this is 2A, this will be 2B square, this is 4 into 2, that is 8. 8 of R. That means this is correct. With respect to A also, if I am doubling it, that is getting doubled. With respect to both also, it is getting to be the correct answer. That means this is the correct formula here. This is the correct rate law equation here. So answer will be order of reaction with respect to B is 2. That is correct. Okay. With respect to A is 2, B is 1. No. So answer will be A is the correct answer here. Okay. Understood? Ma'am, will other subject question series come for AIT PMB? Yes, that will definitely come. You can see that in the live section, okay? You can see that. I think today only Namrata ma'am is taking, right? Okay. This we have solved. Now, next one is, next question. Let us see who is able to answer this. According to the following diagram, A reduces BO2 to the temperature, when the temperature is what? We have to, according to the following, A reduces BO2. That means you have to make BO2 reaction feasible. See, BO2 reaction is feasible. Feasible means delta G should be negative. Delta G is negative here. This is minus. If you're not able to see, these are minus. This is, here it is increasing. This is negative. Okay. So here it is decreasing. Delta G is decreasing. That means it is getting towards the negative delta G. So from this point, that means you can say that it should be greater than this point. From, I think, this point, it is exactly, they have not mentioned from where the negative point has started, but they have mentioned 1400, right? Okay. So definitely temperature is increasing to this side. If it is greater than 1400, then delta G will be negative. Then we can convert it into BO2. So that means it should be greater than 1400. So answer will be B is the correct answer. Okay, so I have given you enough graphical questions. You will see for yourself that graphical questions are not difficult. It's just that you need to understand what, if you see this, you will be like, ma'am, pata nahi ma'am, what they're asking, ma'am. In reality, this is such an easy question, okay? So you just have to see these questions, right? Don't just give up by just the glance of the question that, okay, ma'am, this seems to be tough. Sometimes the questions that are like you feel that these are tough, those questions are the easy questions, okay? Sometimes, right? Okay, let us see how many questions we are left with. So many questions we are left with. Don't worry, I'll give you some questions for homework as well, right? Okay, I'll give you some questions for homework as well, right? But let us see if we are able to complete that or not. These kind of questions are for homework. Because nothing to tell you here, these all are based on simple reactions about the names, everything they are based on. So if you see, this whole is blue violet color with nin hydrogen amino. So all these are based on colors and the structures. So this is for homework, right? I can give you the slide number 72. You can write it there. Slide number 72, do it yourself. This is an important question, right? I would want you to go through this yourself because everything that is mentioned here is more of a concept based, it is fact based, nothing to teach you here, right? Okay. Now, this question, let us see, that is the correct order of heat of combustion for the following alkydenes. Alkydenes, okay? So, alkydenes, so here you have two double bonds, okay? So, now what we can see, trans is more stable. So, heat of combustion, we know that stability is inversely proportional to heat of combustion, right? So here you can see this is trans, this is also trans, this is cis, this is trans, this is cis, and this is also cis. So E is more stable, then you have B, then you have C. Order of stability is this, the order of heat of combustion will be opposite, that is, this will be the order of heat of combustion, C maximum, then B, then A. So here it is going to be C maximum, then B, then A. So answer will be D is the correct answer here. Okay, D is the correct answer here. Is that clear? The stability is inversely proportional to that reaction. Okay. Now, let us see some reaction which are more of sequence based reactions, what we have here, right? So they have given you gives positive iodoform test. Can you tell me which one will give you iodoform test? If you have CH3, C double bond O, H, or you have CH3, COH, and this is H2. That will give you positive iodoform test, right? Okay. This thing, right? That will give you positive iodoform test. Now, can I see that anything here? They are saying it is reacting with CH3 MgBr, then H positive, then concentrated this. See, simple thing. Apply logic. If this, you are reacting this with ozonolysis, that means this B will be alkene. If here you are using dehydrating agent, that means here you should have alcohol, right? This after reacting A with 1 and 2, you should have alcohol, right? Then after the dehydration of alcohol, you will get alkene, which will further ozonolysis will give you double bond or double bond, right? Okay. Now, that means only this is the possibility, that is not the possibility. Right now, they are asking you what is A. So in A, first thing is you have CH3CO should be there. It is present here. It is present here. It is present in all the cases. That means we can't tell the answer by that. Okay. Okay. That means this thing is already sorted in all the options, right? So we can't answer this according to this thing, right? So now we know that this will be definitely CH3CO. We will do the reverse. This is C double bond O. This is C double bond O. I'll make the alkene here. This is benzene. This is CH. This is CH3. CH3. This is C double bond. This will be connected to this one. And here you will have, wait a minute, CHE, CH3, they are not here. Then you will have one more carbon, right, which is connected to this thing. This will have one CH. Okay, this carbon will have 2SCH3. This carbon will have one CH3 and it is connected to this with the double. Right? This is the structure that you will have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-membered ring you will have. Right, chalo. Let's make 5-membered ring. 1, 2, 3. हाँ, ठीक है. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So here it is CH3, CH3. Okay. CH3, CH3, 2 CH3. Here you have one CH3, right? Here you have a double bond here, right? Yes. Okay. This is CH3, CH3. This is having one CH3. These two are having one double bond here, right? So that is the alkene that you will have. Okay. That is the alkene that you will have. So once you have the alkene, you are going to reverse this. This is formed by dehydration, right? That means you must have some OH in this position, right? OH can be here and H can be here, or opposite is also possible, right? So now I'll have to see, I need to make this compound. For that, let me see which is it is possible in which case. If I have this COCH3, double bond should not be there in the starting itself, right? In the starting itself, if you have the double bond, wait a minute. Chalo, I think some gadbad is there. Okay. So I think I'll have to choose all the options here. If I use CH3 MgBr, here it will be OH and here it will be CH3, right? Okay. After losing this OH and H here, it will have a ring formation like this. It will have a ring formation like this, right? Okay, isn't it? Yes, it will have a ring formation like this. This will be OH, so it will have a ring formation like this. Yes. Okay. So, in this case, when you add double bond O will be present here. One double bond O will be present here. Right? So, that will be the answer. That is one CH3, CH3, CH3. Then you will have one CO, which is definitely not right. Right? So that means this is not the correct answer. This is not the correct answer. Here we will do the same thing. This is OH, right? This is CH3 is connected here, right? When you lose OH here and H here, it will give you one ring here. This kind of ring will be formed. After that, you add alkene, then this double bond O and this double bond O you will have, right? This will break this double bond O and this double bond O you will have. It is again not possible because in double bond O you can't have CH3. So this is also not possible, right? So next one is here. These two are the possibilities. I think that will be the answer. Okay, but let's see. This is OH, right? Then what will happen? This will be CH3 after Grignard attack, right? After losing water, it will form a ring like this, right? Now break the double bond, right? Ozonolysis you have to do. This is double bond O, this is double bond O. But in this case, next to this double bond O, you have this double bond O also should have, this double bond O also should have one CH3, right? No. Why? Because this double bond O does not have any CH3. Then you have double bond O with one CH3, right? That means this is also not the correct answer. This beta, this is OH. This will be converted to OH. This will be converted to one CH3. then you then you dehydrate it, what you will have? One ring formation here you will have, right? And this will be eliminated, right? This will be eliminated. So this ring formation you have, after that this will be double bond O. You can see this here, this will be double bond O, and this will also be double bond O. So you can see this bond will break here, this bond will break here, this bond will break here, and this is the compound that we were looking for. CO, CO, then you have COCH3, COCH3, then you have a group which has 2-methyl, then it is connected to benzene, so answer will be D is the correct answer here, okay? So answer will be D is the correct answer here, okay? So we are not able to like do this from reverse because it already has a double bond here, right? So what we will do? We will choose every option and see that which is giving us this product here, right? Okay, so shortcut was that thing, but it was not possible in this case, right? So that's why we will have to solve this individually, right? Next question is the major product. What is this? Can you tell me what is this reaction? On alkyne, this is Kirchhoff's reaction where you add water with mercuric ions, right? Then Grignard attack, then dehydration. Okay, so that's why alkene is formed. Okay, so if you see this here, what you will have the formation of ketone, right? Because of Kirchhoff's, what will happen? This is CH, this is C positive, double bond H2. After that, you will have OH. Now this is ene form, enol form. Then it will tautomerize to give you double bond O here, and this will be CH3. Right? After that, when you add Grignard reagent, that is C2H5, this will be converted to because electrons will jump here, and this will be converted to O negative. After adding water, you will have, wait a minute. After adding water, you will have H. When adding Grignard reagent, what will happen? What happens here? Always R part is attached here, electrons jump here, and that's why I directly write OH and attack it with methyl group, okay? So directly you can do that. Then concentrated H2SO4 means this will be eliminated, this H will be eliminated. You will have CH3, CH, because more alkylated you need to form. And this is, I think, highly alkylated. No other dehydration will give you this much highly alkylated group. Right? So answer will be, this is the correct answer, CH3, 2 double bond, C2H5, CH3. So answer will be E is the correct answer here. Right? Okay? E is the correct answer. Wait a minute. Is there any problem? C2H3, C2H5. It should be 5. Let me see. If I replace it with this thing, then also I'll have not fully alkylated. Here I have 2 here, 2 here. So this is maximum alkylated, right? We need to have maximum alkylated according to Sedzeff rule, right? So maximum alkylation is possible like this only, right? Maximum alkylation is possible like this only. So answer will be, this should be 5, this should be 5. Okay. Now, next question we have on the screen. Everybody try to answer this. Try to answer this, everybody. Try to answer this. Let us see. E, okay. Muthu is only giving the answer. What else? Who else will give the answer? Given the correct order of initial TNF, okay, that you have to give. Cobalt 3 positive is stabilized in presence of weak field ligand, while cobalt 2 positive is stabilized in the presence of strong field ligand, okay. 4 coordinated complexes, PD and PT4, are diamagnetic and square planar. Nickel CN4 2 negative, and this are diamagnetic tetrahedral and square planar. Nickel 2 positive ion does not form inner orbital octahedral complex. That means they do not form D2sp3. So all these are your important generalizations, right? Important facts here. So if you see this, both CO2 positive and CO3 positive are stabilized in the presence of strong free ligand due to higher CFSC, right? That's the reason. First will be the false statement here, right? Then higher the Z effective value, the valence shell, this cations, they always form inner orbital complexes, right? Because always there will be pairing. So we know that down the group strength will increase, right? That is why always they will have inner orbital complex. That means DsP2. So that is true, right? So here it is, this and this are diamagnetic related. This you can solve this also. If you solve this now, this will be, let's solve for both of them. Okay, let's solve for NiCN. So this will be x minus 4 is equals to minus 2. Ni is plus 2. It is 4s2 3d8. So Ni2 positive is 3d8, right? You take out 2 electrons here, it will be 3d8. Now after that, what we are doing? Cn means strong field 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will be DsP2. So this is going to be wrong, right? This is square planar. So this is false. Ni2 positive does not form inner orbital complexes. That is true, right? Right? Okay. So that will be your answer. Okay. So answer will be FT. You have D as the correct answer. Okay. Next is, you have a compound. The following molecule is fluorometholone, a steroidal anti-inflammatory agent. How many stereogenic center does it contain? So it's not like you have to cram these structures. I would not advise for that, right? So if they give you such structure, they will give you in the question itself, right? Like here they have given you. So you have to find out, stereogenic means you have to find out chiral centers. Chiral centers. Now, who will tell me the chiral centers here? Let me see who will tell me. They just is saying, ma'am, 7 chiral centers. Okay, great. Chalo, let us see. Let us see that. Chiral center means it should be sp3 and 4 different groups. 4 different groups should be there. 4 different groups should be there. Okay, these are the 2 things that you should know here, right? Okay. So now if you see this here, this is chiral. Why? Because this is sp3, this is 1, 2, all the 4 are different. Here this can also be chiral, or 4 are different. Here it is having also it is chiral because all the 4 are different. Here 2 hydrogen. Here also it is chiral because all the 4 are different. Chiral. This is also chiral. This is also chiral. Then you have, this is also chiral, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mine is coming out to be 8, right? Let me see. This is 4 different, 4 different, 4 different, 4 different, 4 different, yes. 4 different, yes. 4 different, yes. Here also it is 4. So mine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 it is coming out to be, right? Let me see if I have calculated right or you guys have calculated right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 8 is the correct answer. B is the correct answer here. Okay. B is the correct answer here. Right? Okay. Don't skip even one single like carbon because this is very simple. Right, chances are you might do silly mistakes in the exam. So be very, very, very clear what you are writing, right? See, even after sometimes we know the question, but even after knowing the question, we mark it wrong, right? Okay. So be very, very focused when you're solving these kind of questions, right? Okay. Next is this they have given you. They are saying the correct order of X, Y, and Z is given below. So you have to find the correct order of X, Y, and Z, right? What you have to see is you have to find the correct order of X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z, the correct order, you have to find this out, right? Let us see who is able to answer the correct order here, right? Okay. Yes, everybody, let us see. If you see this here, this is the X, percent, this is Y percent, this is Z percent. See, if you see this, more the stability, more will be the order. If you see this here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is aromatic. So X is going to be maximum. These and these two both are non-aromatic, right? But if you see here, here you have 1, 2, 1, 2. Either it can show resonance like this also, it can show resonance like this also. So it has cross conjugation, that's why it is the least stable, right? And Z, yes, it is showing only one resonance, but that is not cross resonance. That is why here you will have Z. So that will be the order of stability, X, then Z, then Y. So answer will be D is the correct answer here. Okay, D is the correct answer here. Is that clear, everybody? Is that clear? Okay. Is that clear to everybody or not? Right? Okay. Next question is a graph that is plotted between P by D versus D. So for that, you need to see what is the relation of P by D versus D. Okay. So we know that the PV is equals to nRT, right? We also know that P is equals to nRT by V. What is number of moles? Number of moles, you can write it as weight by molar mass. This is V, this is R by T. Now students, what is density? Density is equals to mass weight by volume. So that means weight by volume is density here. So you can see P is equals to, you can put it like this, P equals to RT, this is M. This is RT and this is M, right? And here it is 1 by D. This is D, right? So it will be P by D. So you can write it as P by D. Now if you see P by T, D, when D tends to 0, it is RT by M. That is correct. M is the molar mass, so that is the correct statement, right? So answer A is the correct answer, right? Because here they have not given you like multiple answers, right? So here intercept of the plot, intercept y is equals to, if you see there is no intercept. This is y. If you compare this, this is y. This is what is x? There is no x here, right? It is constant with respect to that. There is no intercept here, right? So that is wrong. The intercept of the plot, this d is equals to 0. That is also not correct because it is independent of d. Is independent of the temperature. It is dependent on the temperature. It is independent of d, right? So this is the correct answer. A is the correct answer here, right? Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear, students? Is that clear? Right? Let us do some more questions, right? Let us do some more questions and let us see. Let us do 5, 6 more questions. After that, rest of the questions I will give you for homework. Okay? Now, if you see this here, this is given to you. So these kind of questions are very important. I have put these kind of questions in the PDF, right? I request all the students out there, I will give you some questions for homework and answers are there in the PDF only. So try to solve it yourself. Do that, okay? So that will help you, right? That is your homework. You have to promise me in the chat box that the questions that I'll give you for homework, you will do that. Okay, you have to promise me in the chat box here, right? Okay, yes, ma'am, Sachin will do that. Who else will do that? Let me know in the chat box. Yes. So, organic compound, some organic compound I have plus O2 give rise to X, Y, and Z. Okay. Now, it may seem that, oh my God, ma'am, such a difficult question, ma'am. How do I answer this, ma'am? Right? But see this, easy, take it easy, right? We are preparing for IAT exam, so questions should be of good level, right? So, compound A in the pure form does not give PPT with AgNO3. Okay, with AgNO3, it will not give any PPT. A mixture containing 70% of A and 30% of ether is used as anesthetic. If you see this here, A can be any of this. Tell me, in the movies, in the films, what we have? Anesthesia. Heroine will die. They will kidnap the heroine. Okay, who is that heroine? Right? You. Right? So what happens in movies? The villain will, they will have a hanky, they will spray something on it, and they'll be like, and heroine will be kidnapped. What is that? Yes, that is chloroform, but it's not what happens in the movies is the reality, right? It is very dangerous, right? Okay, and you can't just like, chalo, that we will talk about in some other class. So this will be anesthesia. That means chloroform is possible. So all other possibilities are not possible. So B is the correct answer. Still, ma'am, I need to be sure, ma'am, why they have given all the other things. Compound X. What is it? And Y are oxides while Z is pungent smell. Z is pungent smell, we have this, right? These are oxides, we have this. That means definitely confirmation, right? Then X is a neutral oxide. X is a neutral oxide. They are talking about water, right? They are talking about water here, right? Z, they are talking about Cl2, right? Y, they are talking about CO2. This also they will give the hint. They are saying is a neutral oxide which turns cobalt chloride to paper pink, that is water. Why turns lime water milking? Definitely there are carbon dioxide. That means easily you can answer this question. That is B is the correct answer. Right? Okay. Okay. Why it is used in anesthesia? See, it is not entirely used in anesthesia. It is used with some other compounds. But right now what you see in professionally, they don't use chloroform, right? Professionally, it is not used. That in movies they have shown you. Yes, definitely it is a good agent which is like it makes your consciousness goes blank. Okay, that's why it is used, right? But it's not like in hospitals they are using this, right? That's why I'm telling you in movies and in reality things are very different. Right? Answer will be B, beta. Answer will be B, right? Not A. Answer will be B, right? Not A. By mistake, the answer we have put here A, but the answer is B. Okay? Answer is B. Okay? Yes. Now, next one is, these questions I am giving you for homework. Okay, I think now I will start giving the questions for homework because these are related to the graph, right? These are the graph related to the corresponding values. Like for example, let's say bond energy of hydration, right? Bond is hydra acids of halogens. Bond energy down the group, right? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, it will start decreasing. Na? So answer will be decreasing is only this, right? So that means A will be Q. And A is Q only in D option. So answer will be D is the correct answer, right? Rest of this also you should know, right? So it is boiling point of hydrides of group 16 element oxygen sulfur. See, we know that boiling point is maximum for H2O because of hydrogen bonding. Then it is increasing because boiling point is increasing, but water has maximum because of its hydrogen bonding, right? Okay, then it is P, right? B is P. Similarly, C, bond stability of monochlorides, right? Group 13 element, bond stability of monochlorides. It is increasing. Down the group we are talking about, right? Bond stability, why? Because the size will increase, bond strength will be more, right? Bond will be shorter, bond strength will be more. So that is C is S. Melting point of dioxides of this carbon, silicon, germanium. Melting point, firstly it increases, then decreases, then increases. So this is a very interesting way. Of asking the exceptional, basically you can see the trends, right? See, I really like this question, right? Because the way of asking the question, it's not like something different they have asked, right? They have asked the same thing. It's just the way of asking is different, right? If you know the trends, you can easily guess the graph. Okay. So trend, this question is based on trends, but with the help of the graphs. Okay, so that's why I find this question very, very interesting. Okay, now next is, yes, next is, let us see this one. Here you have benzene with CHCl3, AlCl3, this and this. Okay, okay, okay. So first thing is you will have a carbocation, right? That is CH2 double bond CH2 positive that will attack here. And will there be any, this is C double bond of CH, this is CH2 positive. So this is allylic carbocation, which is definitely very stable. This thing will be formed. After that, you add BH2. This is anti-Markovnikov rule. Anti-Markovnikov rule, that means negative part will be attached to more number of hydrogens, right? After that, what they are saying? After that, what they are saying HF is added here. Now, HF is added here. Wait a minute. HF and heat. HF and heat. If you're adding a good acid, if you talk about HF, HCl, HF is even stronger. No, it's a weak acid. But still we are adding acid, no? So acid, what it will do? It will take this and will have to join this with anything like this. They can join this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means this structure will be formed here, right? Okay? That means this and this hydrogen from here will be eliminated because you are adding an acid and you are eliminating, right? So you will eliminate water and the answer will be C is the correct answer. Okay? So this is how you need to see the options and guess that what will happen. Okay? So that is why this cyclic ring will be formed here, right? Okay. Next question is, now this is the last question, is it? Should we do, this is the last question, right? Okay, chalo, let's do this, or let us do, how many more? Chalo, 2, 3, 4. So let us do 5, 6, 7, 8 questions more we can do, because I think that will be otherwise too much for you. I know then you will not do only. I know you guys. Okay. So in the following compound, the order of decreasing reactivity of different chlorine atoms towards NaSH, non-aqueous solvent is. See, they have given you this thing, they have given you this thing, and this thing, right? And they are asking you following reactivity you have to tell. So reactivity is non-aqueous solution towards it. What is the reactivity? First is this ketonic group, then you have RO CH2X group, then you have R CH2X group, then 2 degree, then least is 3 degree you have here. That is why A is going to be the correct answer, because first is your Cl, then fourth is this this compound here, right? Then you have second one, that is this compound in between here. Wait a minute. Compound order of different chlorine atoms towards NH. Wait a minute. This is over this bridge, na? And this is over this bridge. It has something like this. That's why that is the decreasing order. Okay. So according to these positions, you have to decide, right? Okay. Because this is double bond O, right? This is O. Then this is 2 degree. This is, wait a minute, this was connected to, this carbon is connected to how many? 1, 2, 3. This is 3 degree in fact. This is connected to 1, 2. This is 2 degree, right? This is 2 degree, this is 3 degree. Okay? That's why you will have first, then fourth, then you will have third, then you will have second. Okay? So answer will be A is the correct answer. Okay? This order you should remember, right? This order you should remember for SN2 reaction. This order will be for any SN2 reaction will be there, right? Okay, that is, this is according to the steric hindrance, right? Next question is based on this. Why I am solving this with you? Because I know this question you might solve this wrong, right? Because graphs are involved and that too radial probability curve is involved here, right? Okay. Now, if you see this here, first they are talking about 4s. See, 4s has how many radial nodes? Simple thing is, radial nodes is n minus L minus 1, right? So it will be 4 minus 0 minus 1, that is 3. So you should have 3 radial nodes. It is 1, 2 and 3. Here how many radial nodes? 1, 2 and 3. Here also you have 3 radial nodes, right? It will also be 5 minus 1 minus 1, so it will be 3. So both have 3 radial nodes only. That means with radial nodes you can't define it. But if you see this here, this is 4 pi r square psi square. This is simple r. That is starting from maximum. Okay, and it is positive negative. So when you have simple r, it is positive negative. That means we are talking about this thing only, right? Acha, there are other factors also. 3 nodes. Let's see here how many nodes you have. 3 minus 0 minus 1. This is 2. This is 6 minus 2 minus 1. That is 3. Okay. So this also has 3. This also has 3. This also has 3. But if you compare this, E will be P only. Why? Because you have 3 nodes, that is here and here in both the cases. But for this, you need to have positive negative with R, right? Okay. Okay. So that is why PQ. If you talk about the R here, this can also have the same value. Q can also have the same value. S, because this is also 3, so S can also have the same thing. See, when radial nodes are same, for simple R or psi, it is starting from maximum, it is showing positive negative, right? See, a simple thing is psi will show you positive negative, right? And it will start from maximum, right? So, for all the things which have 3 radial nodes, this graph will be applicable. So, this graph is applicable for P, Q and S, right? So, this will be the correct answer, right? Now, if you see B, B is applicable to which thing? You have how many nodes? You have 3, right? But one important thing is, we are talking about 4s. Peaks are increasing because it is psi square, that is correct, right? B is P, B can also be other things as well, but that is not given, so I'll take it B as P as the correct answer. C, angular probability changes on changing theta and phi. Okay, that is true because theta and phi, it is dependent on angular probability, right? So next is at least one angular node is present in D. Yes, in D, because the angular node will be definitely present at least one. So that means here also at least one will be present, here also. See, in spherical, in S orbital, you don't have any angular node. But in P and D, you have angular node. So that means this is true for both Q and S, right? So that means B is overall the correct answer here, right? B is overall the correct answer. Don't do that. B is the correct answer. I don't know why this is marked wrong. I don't know, right? B is the correct answer, students. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see that. And a maximum curve, that will be true. It is true for both of them. Curve now, so number of radial node is 3. This also 4s is, it is representing 4s, but it should also represent other things as well. 4s, it is 3. S orbitals are spherically, thus their angular wave function do not change with theta, and forever all other types this changes. Given condition L is 1, eliminate S orbital. I think then B should be the correct answer because it is showing correct answer for all of them. For P, Q and S. Let me see if I have answered it. SP, it is 1. SPD it is 2. So all of them is showing. Yes, beta, B will be the correct answer. Okay, B will be the correct answer. Okay, B will be the correct answer here, right? Okay, because all of them are showing the correct radial node, right? And R value will be same for all of them, right? Okay, ठीक है. So now, let us see the next one, that is this one, right? So here it is for a hypothetical hydrogen atom, right? For a hypothetical hydrogen atom, see this I'll tell you simply, right? So you are here, first you will differentiate this, right? So whenever they have given you these kind of questions, what you will do, they have given you the value of U with respect to R. So you will differentiate this with respect to R only. You will get this as the answer after differentiation. Now this differentiation is equals to the centripetal force, that is mv square by R, right? Because the electron revolving will be equal to the centripetal force. So that is equal. Now we also know that from the Bohr angular momentum is equals to integral multiple of h by 2 pi. You also have this. From these two equations, we will get the value of velocity in form of n, h, k and this. You just need to solve it and you will get your answer. This is the important part, that the differentiation of that energy is equal to the centripetal force, and after that this is from the Bohr. Whatever they ask you, they can ask you the value of radius here. Same thing you will do. For radius also you will use the same thing here, right? Okay. Then the next one is, let's say compare the properties of two isomeric product X and Y for the following reaction. See, here we know that this is a Reamer-Teamer reaction. Okay, this is the Reamer-Teamer reaction. This is OH, this is COH, right? And these are the two isomers that will be formed here. These are the two isomers that will be formed here. Now, you have to justify all these things here, right? Acidic strength of which is greater, right? Acidic strength of which one is greater? Definitely acidic strength. If I take this as X, see, this is not given to me which is X, which is Y. So I'll have to predict. Firstly, I'll take this as X, this as Y, then I'll see if any of the option is coming out to be true. If none of the option is true, then I'll take this as Y and this as X. Then I will see if any of the option is coming out to be true or not. According to that, I'll answer. If you see this here, we know that these are the two compounds that we have. Now, if you talk about hydrogen bonding is definitely there in this, not in this, right? So, if you compare these things here, wait a minute. Okay? Now, here they have taken this as X, this as Y. First, I'll take this as X, this as Y. But I am not sure, nowhere they have written that this will be X. This I am telling you, if you take this as X and this as Y, there will be not even a single option that will be correct. That's why you will get a hint that this you will take it as this you will take it as Y. Okay. So now this is X, this is Y. Now we will see the options here. Right now we will see the options here. Right. If you see the options here, which will be more acidic, definitely if you take this as X, this as Y, the one which is showing hydrogen bonding is more acidic. So it will be X greater than. So these two options are eliminated, right? Then solubility will be more for, because this is going to form hydrogen bonding with the water molecule. This will not form hydrogen bonding with the water molecule. So Y will have more solubility, right? This also solubility of Y is greater. So both are correct, right? Volatility means which is steam volatile, right? So ortho is steam volatile or para. Always ortho is going to be steam volatile, right? In hydrogen bonding, if there is intramolecular hydrogen bonding, ortho will be steam volatile. This we have seen in qualitative quantitative analysis. So volatility of X is greater than Y. That is also correct. Melting point of which is more. See, symmetry of this is more, so melting point of Y will be more. So Y. X is greater. Acha, here they have written, okay, I'm so sorry. I was taking this I was taking this. Because otherwise, so both are coming. Acha, this will be eliminated now because here they have given you, here solubility is given to be opposite. So this is also eliminated. So only option that we are left with is D, right? Now let's say one student is saying that, ma'am, I'll take this as Y, I'll take this as X. There will not be even one option that will be correct. Okay. So if you see this here, acidity of Y is greater than X. That means Y is greater than X, Y is greater than X. So this is eliminated. This is eliminated, right? Now, solubility, we know that solubility of X will be greater. So here X solubility is greater, so this is also eliminated. Volatility of which is greater? Steam volatile is Y, so Y should have more volatility, right? Melting point of X should be greater because it is symmetrical. That means not even a single option is correct here. When I take this as Y, this as X. That's the reason I'm telling you, you have to, it's not like someone will tell you that which is X, which is Y, right? So this you have to assume. That is the important thing about this question, right? Some students might take this as Y, this as X, and in hurry, they might answer it wrong, right? Okay. So that's why that is important for you. Now the last question of today, or I would say the second last, right? Here, what they have given you, very good, Nikhil, D works for all, ma'am, very good. So E is at, see, E when you heat it, it is giving no reaction. After heating, no reaction. When you reduce it with LiAlH4, see, simple thing is LiAlH4 will reduce all, right? NaBH4 will have no reaction or no reduction of these ester or carboxylic acid, right? So that means carboxylic acid is there in the question. In the A part, there is carboxylic acid, right? That means B is going to be the correct answer. Why? If you take B as the correct answer, when you heat it at 500 degrees Celsius, right? So because here in this case, because it is at the bridge head, that is the reason, because it wants to follow Bread's rule as well, right? So that is the reason it can't be, carbon dioxide cannot be liberated from this position. So this is possible. That means this reaction will be correct. That means it will not show any reaction because it wants to follow Bread's rule, right? Second is LiAlH4. For LiAlH4, wait a minute. You should have reduction, right? Achha, they are asking you what is B, na? So in the question, the A should be this, right? A should be this. That's why it will show no reaction, right? Here. With B, if you have LiAlH4, this thing will be reduced to CH2. This will also be reduced. That means B will not be the correct answer. Okay? B will not be the correct answer. B will not be the correct answer. A will be the correct answer because LiAlH4 will reduce this also. It will reduce this also. It will reduce, it will reduce both the things. It will reduce, that means here I need to have reduction, right? So that means here it will be something else only. If I have double bond O, this is COH. Then it is possible. I think then it is possible because if you have LiAlH4, this will be reduced to OH. This will be reduced to CH2OH, right? That means this will be the correct answer for B. If you reduce this with NaBH4, only this part will be reduced. This part will not be reduced because NaBH4 can only reduce aldehyde or ketone. It cannot reduce carboxylic acid. So that will be A, and this will reduce this double bond O and this C double bond OH into CH, right? CH2OH. So that means C is going to be the correct answer for B, right? Okay, this is the A, and here after NaBH4, only this will be reduced, but with LaLH4, this thing and this thing both will be reduced here, right? Okay, right? Could you explain again, ma'am? See, beta, this is all about the explanations of the, this is all about LiAlH4 and NaBH4. Just remember one thing, that LiAlH4, it will reduce double bond O, like it will reduce aldehyde, ketone, it will reduce acid also. But NaBH4, it will not reduce acid. It will not reduce acid, right? So that's why if I take this as A, only then it is possible. Otherwise, it's not possible. If I take this as A, see, I have tried different in front of you, only I have tried different structures. But none of them was giving me the correct answer. So if I use this, if I use NaBH4, only this is reduced. That means you have OH, you have COH. And this is what they have given you here, right? And if I use LiLH4, this will be reduced to CH2OH. This will also be reduced to OH, right? That means answer will be this, right? Answer will be C is the correct answer. Is that clear? Is that clear, students? Right? Okay. So that was our last question. Rest of the question, guys, I'll give you for homework. Very simple these questions are, right? You have to use that simple reactions, right? Then this question is regarding the stability of K hydration. You have to see that whether, because this is very highly sterically hindered, then out of these two, this has angle strain. So this will have less angle strain. So based on that, you have the questions, right? So rest of the questions, hardly how many questions? Hardly 10 questions you have, right? 10 questions you have that I am giving you for homework. Okay, 10 questions you have. Yes, you have to do homework. Why? Because the answers are, it's not like answers are not there. Answers are there. Full explanation you will have here, right? I think for this question, the explanation is not there. Rest of the question, you have the explanation. Okay. For this question, explanation is not there. So I'll tell you this, right? So here, if you see this, because it is heavily sterically hindered, right? So basically we are talking about, this is following SN2 mechanism. So it is transition state. So because it is heavily sterically hindered, so it will be least, right? Out of 1 and 2, if you see this has angle strain. This has angle strain. That is the reason it wants to get hydrated very fast. This ring wants to break, right? So that is why 2 will have maximum hydration, then you will have 1, right? That is my answer was B, right? Okay. Rest, fear of homework, no fear of homework. Beta, dekho, this answer, okay, all the reactions I have given you here. This also full explanation is given to you, right? So what you have to do, rest of the questions is your homework and I want you guys to do it, right? Rest of the questions are your homework, right? And who will promise me in the chat box that I will do that, right? Okay, if any question you are not able to answer, you just let me know in the comment section that, ma'am, this question was difficult. In the next class, I'll definitely take that, right? But I want you guys to do that yourself, right? Okay. Right? ठीक है जी? चल. I know you are enjoying the class. है ना? Great. Very good. So now, your promise, right? That I feel that you will definitely, if you have promised me something, you will definitely do that. Now, guys, if you see this in the description box, this is IAT 2025. Wait a minute. This is your So this is the test series, right? So here what you have, extra mile test series is there. So where you have all the different examinations, right? So we have covered around 10 engineering courses we have covered and 10 engineering exams we have covered here. So if you're preparing for any other exam as well, like BITSAT, right? So how many of you are preparing for BitSat? So if you're preparing for BitSat here, then guys, in the comment section, you will see the BitSat test series, right? You still have time for BitSat, right? So you can purchase that. That is just for 649 rupees. Okay. And guys, for all the students who are preparing for JEE 2026, right? So if you are here that, okay, I'll give one more chance, right? So for you or for your juniors, we have Sigma JEE batch for 2026. So you just need to click here. And what we are providing you here, we are providing you 300 plus live session, not even one session will be recorded. By chance, and in the live session also, you can ask the doubts, everything. By chance, you have missed the live session class. Then, ma'am, what? Then what you will do? Simply watch the recorded version. Ma'am, now in the recorded version, I have recorded means replay version, right? So in the replay version, ma'am, I have doubts. Then you can ask your doubts even in the replay version. Yes, it's not like I don't want you guys to miss all the classes and then say that, ma'am, I will watch replay. No, live is mandatory. By chance you miss the live, you can watch the replay version with the doubt solving assistant, right? Okay, then instant doubt solving in the class. 40% part and full syllabus test series will be provided to you. DPPs will be provided to you. Books PDF will be provided to you. Vedantu modules will be provided to you. Tattva books will be provided to you in the hard copy as well as the soft copy, right? So all these things, and regular mock test will be taken, right? All the things, right? In just one thing, you will have the preparation of all the exams that we are going to do, right? Okay, right? So that is for, okay, yes. So guys, that's it. And what is the price for this? This is 3,999. That is just at 3,999. That is the price for Sigma batch, right? So you guys are Sigma, isn't it? So Sigma batch, you have the price is just 3,999 and all the things will be provided to you in this batch, right? Then students, if you talk about the pro courses here, right? Pro courses means, ma'am, I want some mentor, ma'am, I get distracted very easily. I want a mentor who can guide me that this is where you should stop and study. Ma'am, I want personal counseling, I want personal assistant, right? Then you can also go for plus batch, right? In plus batch, that will be provided to you. In pro, what will happen? Even I can see your faces, even I can see you guys studying or not. It's just like in the offline center what you have, right? It's just that I can see you through the camera. Everything else will be just like offline centers. And if you want to go to offline Vedantu center, then guys, here we have our offline Vedantu center. You can see that over here, because right now for the offline, see, if you're preparing for IIT, right? IAT, that means your preparation is good level, right? By chance, you thought of giving a drop, right? By chance, let's say, right? Then you should register yourself to the IVSAT program, because you might get 90% scholarship, right? And more than that, if you register and you give, like, your marks are good in the scholarship test, right? So in the description box, you will see, wait a minute, this is, I think this is the full study material it is. I'll just go through the study material as well here, right? Because Tattva, so this is, let's say, ma'am, I don't want to get enrolled to a batch. Ma'am, I'm already enrolled to something, but ma'am, I want good material. Then this is JEE Tattva practice books for you. That is provided in the batch itself. But if you don't want to get into any batch, you want books differently, then this will be provided 11th and 12th combo. Click here, you will get the 11th and 12th combo here, right? So this is physics, chemistry and mathematics books, set of 8 books. 8 into 3, 24 books will be provided to you, right? Ma'am, I am preparing right now, ma'am, I am in 11th class. So go for Tattva book grade 11, right? Ma'am, I am preparing for 12th, then go for 12th class. But I would advise you go for both 11th and 12th, whether you are preparing for 11th or 12th at this point, because it's not in the exam, you will have both 11th and 12th, right? So I will advise you for JEE Tattva books for 11th and 12th, which is at 3,999, right? Okay. Now, these are the discounted prices. If you see JEE Rank Accelerator book, now what is this Rank Accelerator book? Bacha, this is for JEE Advanced. If you're preparing for JEE Advanced, then these books like chemistry, physics, these are provided to you at 12999, 1299. Right here you have previous year question, mock test. You have very interesting question. You know, these kind of questions that I was showing you here. This question is from which book? These questions that you find very, very interesting, these questions are from Rank Accelerator book only, right? So they have very, very interesting question to prepare your mind for tough level questions as well, right? Then students, you have JEE quick revision cards and booklets. If you want to purchase only the booklets and the QR cards, I'll also show you that in some class, right? So here you have, that is available at, all these are the discounted prices. Okay, so this is 1199. Now here what you will get is very interesting. I will just show you in some class. These are my personal favorite because you know these are very beautifully written, right? Very colorful it is. You will not get bored, right? And here in just one simple booklet you can carry anywhere. You are traveling somewhere, you can carry that and you can revise those things. So in that way, you don't need to carry a lot of things when you're traveling here and there. You can revise with the help of short notes, all the naming reactions, all the formulas, all the important points, distinguishes, everything is written in these booklets, right? So these are not big, these are very small like this. These are very small like this. Okay, so very interesting cards they are, right? So you can get to this, and here I'll just show you. I don't know why it is not here. I think I'll have to add that because that is our, I'll ask the team to add that here. That is the IVSAT scholarship program, right? If you want to get enrolled to the offline coaching, right, then you can get to that. And one more thing, right? This is live. In the live section, this is the batch that changes. Sigma is here, right? So Sigma nahi, Sigma that to share sir will definitely tell you, right? I wanted to tell you about V Ignite here, right? You click on that. Why I'm not able to click on that? So this, click on this V Ignite. So in this V Ignite, what you will have, right? So here, me and Share sir, right? We have informed you everything regarding V Ignite Pro courses, all the prices that are there right now, and the prices are going to rise from tomorrow, I guess. So these prices are just for today or tomorrow, I guess. I think from tomorrow or maybe 3-4 days after that, it will like increase, right? Because we have just launched it, that is why the prices are low, right? So you can go through this video, and in this video, full detail will be there regarding all the courses that we are providing for 2026 aspirants, right? Okay. Okay, beta, discounts, these are maximum. Okay. So it is definitely, the price is going to increase. So if you want to, ma'am, is Sigma batch? Yes, it is enough. We are providing, trust me, beta, it is enough. It is more than enough what is required, right? You can ask our previous students as well how we teach in the batch, right? It's not like you will see recorded version, ma'am, the class is getting cancelled. It's not there. I get fined if I cancel the class, right? There is strictness. It's a Vedantu is like very famous for its academics, right? It is not famous for anything else but academics, right? We are famous for the acad quality that we provide, right? Okay. So you can even see that, you know, our founder, the thinking that they have, right? We only want students to get, if we are taking money from you, you will have even one single penny, you will be benefited out of that, right? So in these batches, I know that you might have thoughts in your mind that ma'am, what other batches, what they do is they take money and what they do is, ma'am, recorded versions, ma'am, then DPPs are not provided, ma'am, the lectures get cancelled on daily basis. I know that, right? But it is not here. You can trust on my words, right? It is not here. I have been teaching in the batch itself, and when I have to cancel the class, I have to inform the team 2-3 days before. Otherwise, there should be some technical issue. Only then I have to request them to cancel the class. They don't cancel. They don't even listen to me, right? I have to put an application to cancel the class, right? We are that serious for our classes, right? So it's not like you will see classes are getting cancelled. Even if class is getting cancelled, you will have extra class in that week only, right? Why? Because when I was teaching, when I had to cancel some class because of, let's say, some emergency, then I have to take that class within 2-3 days, because we want the flow should not break, right? And there will be revisions in the class, right? After our target is to, like, by the end of this year to complete the syllabus. Before that only, in fact, before that only, not by the end of this year, before only, right, we'll complete by November or so, you can imagine. After that, we will also do the revisions, right? Mock test will be there, and after every 15 days. And frequency of mock test will increase as you will proceed towards the attempt one. So in attempt one, you will be fully ready, and don't worry about the board classes, okay? If you're good in JEE means you have prepared for that level, board classes are already done. And if you're a dropper, you don't have to worry about board examinations. You just have JEE means and so many other exams that you have. We will focus on all the other exams as well. Okay, right? So that is about the Sigma batch that you have here. All the details are there in this video, right? In detail, we have mentioned every single thing. It's a 19-minute video, so definitely things are more in detail as I am telling you here, right? You will get to know more about the features of all the batches. So according to your respective what you want, right? According to you, according to that, you can choose, right? Okay, yes. Okay then guys, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. And I will ask the team to have, even if, I think here you will have that IVSAT programs, because if you are preparing for, let's say, ma'am, I want offline scholarship, then I will ask the team to add on IVSAT program also, right? So that, you can also, or you can also visit the offline center, right? Register yourself. I'll ask the team to add IVSAT scholarship if you want to learn in the offline center, right? Okay, yes. Okay then students, bye bye. Ma'am, want mock test for JEE Advanced. Beta, here you have mock test for JEE Advanced. That is, we have already done that. If you are talking about JEE Advanced this year, then you see the live section here. Then here we are doing the, this is, I think it was here, right down in the live section. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why I can't see that? Here it is. JEE Advanced 2025 Mega Mock Test. Click on this. That is the mock test for your JEE Advanced. Okay, that you can see, right? And many more we are about to take. Okay. Okay then students, bye bye. Take care. See you all in the next class. Bye bye bye. For the differences in different courses, you can click on this one and go through Ignite video in detail. In detail, beta, you have the difference about all the features here. Ignite arrives ready to light it up, right? So here you can see all the details of the courses that we have for you. Okay, yes everybody, chal. Okay then, bye bye, take care, see you all in the next class. And I want you guys to answer in the comment section that yes ma'am, homework is done. Hashtag homework done. I want you guys to comment this today itself, right? Okay, yes. Okay then, bye bye, bye bye, bye.